Hello my darlings, and welcome back to Henford on Bagley. We're back in the area of old New Henford today, and we're back in the beautiful hamlet of Whittington. Last time, we finished off the exterior to the village hall itself. Today, we're getting into the interior of the main village hall and getting that furnished. So let's get into game and let's make a start. Happy Friday, my beautiful darlings, and welcome back to Let's Build the Worlds. What a beautiful vocal arrangement from me right there. But hello, happy Friday. The weekend is indeed upon us. And here we are back at the hamlet of Whittington today. So, I've done a few things off of camera. You can obviously see we've got a fully fledged community garden area now, which is very nice. We're growing all sorts of bits here. I decided on pulling some trees out. I just thought that I did debate on getting rid of these boxes and just having the trees in the ground, but I kind of like the way that it looks. So we're just going to pretend the roots just go right down and that's surrounding it. We've got all sorts here. We've got blackberries, we've got blueberries, we've got bell peppers, green beans, all sorts of things going on in there. And also in the little greenhouse, we've got all of the flowers here for Sabira. So we've got bluebells, we've got roses, we've got all sorts. What's this up here? A begonia. So that she can come in and grow all of her flowers for her florist. Beautiful job. Wonderfully done. So today what we're doing is starting off with this floor here. This is what we're cracking on with today, this whole level here. You can obviously see I've picked out all of the wallpapers and the flooring and stuff for this place. And I just think it looks marvellous. I really do. I've got ideas for this place here. So this is the main village hall. This is where everything goes on. But I do want to have a permanent stage. And I also want to dress the stage today. So we're going to be doing a little bit of stage design today. They have an ongoing play at the minute. And I reckon it's done by the local kind of Amdram group. I'm actually going to set up a little group of Amdrams as well. So we're going to have a nice group that can get together and do little bits of acting and stuff. I just think that would be a good vibe. And the play in question is the Pirates of Penis Sands. A nice little play on words there. So we're going to make it look very piratey and stuff. And we're just going to be dressing up the main hall. The main village hall itself. Things have changed as well. You can obviously see stairs going down now. I've had ideas, loves. This is going to be a storage cupboard now. I just think having a village hall would work with having a storage cupboard. Stuff that they can keep in there, spare chairs, other things, activities, that kind of stuff, you know. So we're going to fill that up with all bits and bobs going on in there. And then downstairs, we've got a basement area now. I just thought it would be nice to add in a basement. Make this place a little bit bigger. And this is how I've decided to go about it. So I've put the toilets down here. This is going to be a kitchen area here. An office is going to go in here. And this is going to be some kind of dining room. Where I'm just going to leave permanent tables out where they can come down and have like canteen kind of food. That's the kind of vibe I think I'm going to go with. I may even swap these two rooms over and have this as the small office and this as the kitchen. So we can have one of those kind of hatches that came with the dine out pack. I think I want to go down that route. So again, we'll see what happens with that. But we're going to be getting to that area there tomorrow. I'm going to be pre-recording tomorrow. Don't forget there's a video coming on Saturday this week because I missed the beginning of the week. So we're going to be getting this whole build done this week. And then next week we're going to come back and we're going to be furnishing the Airbnb, which is going to go in this lot here. And it's going to be a nice thatched cottage. And that's it. Nothing more needs to be said. Let's crack on, darlings, you know. Anyway, hello. Weekend is once again upon us. I don't know how this week has gone so fast. It has flew by for me. It really bloody has. And I don't know how to feel about it, to be honest. I don't like that time is going too fast, but I'm also excited for what the future is going to hold, including in 3 weeks' time, I'm going to be hiking in the Dolomites in Italy. And I can't bloody believe that. I can't believe that came around so quickly. Don't worry, I'm going to be recording it for my other channel that I haven't put a video up in a very long time. Life has just taken over, loves, and I'm concentrating on life, you know? Concentrating on life. Being around in life. Enjoying life. But yeah, I'm going to be recording the whole trip. Everything. I'm walking, I think it's like 87 miles over 10 days. Staying in Venice as well with two of my very, very close friends. And I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to taking you along as well, so you can see our adventure. And also for me, selfishly, well, it's not selfish, it's just human, isn't it? I'm looking forward to having it for myself to be able to look back on, you know? Looking forward to that too. But yeah, very excited. Anyway, let's lift this stage up. I'm going to lift it up to there, and I'm just going to put on some wood. Yep, that matches in great. Let's plop you onto there. And then we've got a risen stage on with stairs on either side is going to work. And I probably want to do something like this, where you can actually see through the stairs rather than having a solid stair. If I can do to there. Let me see that. Oh, I don't like the way the top comes out the bit there. That bit there. Not a fan of that. Let's see if this one here would work a bit better. The one from Island Living. Is that the right wood tone? It's not the worst, but it's not the one. That's the one. I'm going to do another one at the other end as well, so we can get access onto either side there. Yes, and then I reckon this is where they have like council meetings and stuff, you know, or town meetings. Well, it's not a town. Village meetings where they come up and sort of say, Harold's rabbit's been eating my begonias, that kind of stuff, you know. It would be all along that kind of trash. So I'm going to do that. It's round 8. I'm not going to fill this space up with much at the minute. I'm not debating. I'm going to do it. First up, let's get some radiators out. These places are always bloody freezing. And no matter how many radiators they've got in them, they're always bloody freezing. I've spelled radiator wrong. Radiator. Thank you. Yeah. From experience. From experience, they are always bloody cold. And everything is very kind of like weathered. Everything's a little bit battered because it's that old. So I think having some battered radiators under each of the windows, down at this level anyway. I'm not going to put them up there. I think that would look very realistic. Oh, no. You need to come to there. You need to go to there. And I'm going to flop you into there as well. Oh, she's stunning. Oh, she's beautiful. I'm very much for that indeed. So as I said, I'm not going to fill this area up too much, but there is kind of a permanent stage at the minute. So it would probably make sense for us to put out some seats. And I would really like some of those cheap plastic seats that are so uncomfortable. You know, the ones with the hole in the back? I'll show you a chair that looks like it. They kind of looked like this, but this just looks too fancy. You know the ones I mean, the plastic ones with the hole in the back to stop you from getting a sweaty crack. Why is the hole in the back? Is that the reason? Who knows? More at 7. Maybe we're using these then. Do we have anything that doesn't have prints on? Or have they all got bloody prints on? Oh, these haven't. Kind of like the white ones. I don't want them to look like that. I don't think they would be too scabby looking. But something quite simple like this. What do the black ones look like? Will the black ones fit in a little bit better? I think that they would, you know. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do rows of these black ones. So I'm going to pop... Let's get the grid on for a start. And then I'm going to pop a row of them there. Where's the center? There's the center. And then... yeah. You can go to there, and then we can add in 3. Can I do 4? I'm going to do 4. And then everyone's got to walk down the middle aisle then. Yeah, that's more realistic. Okay. I remember going to these kind of things like nativity plays, just local community plays and stuff. I remember doing that when I was really young. And I kind of loved it. It was a bit exciting. It was very exciting. Yeah. I remember being in the nativity as well. I've said this on the channel before. And I was the donkey. I had to wear a full, literal, like, Eeyore costume. Like, that was me as a child. And do you know what? I thought I was the bee's knees in it. And I looked adorable, so nothing more needs to be said. I'm not going to put anything on this bit here because it's right in front of the doorway. So I just think it would clog up this room a little bit. But, yes, that's the tickety-boo. Right there. We're definitely going to do some pictures and stuff up on the wall. I would imagine that would be apparent. Some oldie worldy pictures everywhere. Maybe even like local, like children's like art pieces, like that kind of vibe. I could imagine that being in here. A definite clock would be in this room too. Let me pull out a little variety of beautiful wall objects. In fact, before we move on to that, I'm going to put some curtains in. And I don't know what curtains I want to use. They definitely need to be some kind of heavy draped weathered looking older curtain. I think I just described my vagina. I don't have a vagina. Aiden, you're a mess. You're a mess. These would probably fit the vibe, but that colour's way too much. They're a bit drapey as well, but let me trial it. They fit, but it's not the vibe. They're a bit too floaty around the edges. These ones here meet the mark a little bit more. They do swamp the radiator a little bit, but I'm just going to forgive them. Yeah, they're the ones. They are indeed the ones. We're going to flop these in. I can imagine these really smelling as well, like just musty. That musty, slightly damp kind of smell. That's what these village halls always like kind of smelled like too. I'm making them sound really appealing, aren't they? But trust me, I think maybe the nostalgia has a factor in why I love them so much, but they were just wonderful places to be. They really were. We're going to cover up the windows anyway with some screens and stuff, so I don't need to worry about curtains up there. So, as I said, let's pull out some bits and stuff for the walls. I've got a variety of beautiful things here. First up, the most important, this one. We're all in it together, aren't we, loves? And if that's the case, where's the elite of the pride flag? Where are you, my love? There you are. Thank you. We're going to flop this one up. I'm going to pop you right there. Just because community is everything, you know? And that is the vibe. Now, I'm going to bring this one here because I reckon this was done by like local artists and stuff, all of these paintings, and they swap every now and again. When a new one comes along, they get it donated and people can buy them. They've all got labels on it so you can buy them. That's the storyline. That is what I'm sticking to. More community things like community leaflets and stuff maybe can be put in here, and wins from the community and thank you letters and stuff like that. I think that would be a great vibe. Posters of future events, things like that, you know, singing cactus, bottle of wine. That's my favourite play. My favourite play in the world is singing cactus and bottle of wine. Yeah, it's the best. More art from the kids, and I think with that being said, we can get in a few more of these. I wish we had some more crafty bits. I know we have got some in debug and stuff, but I would like just a few that you can grab straight out from the catalogue, you know? I think it would be a good vibe. Let's pop them up there. Yes, that's it. That's the tickety-boo. Lovely job. Okay, well, stage then. I'm not going to put stage lights or anything up, I don't think. I don't think it needs to be that dramatic. Unless I just put... No, Aiden, stop overcomplicating things. Let's make a start. So, let's set dress this. So, we're dressing this for a pirate-themed play. So, windows to the wall, to the sweat, drips down my balls. Aiden, please shush. I'm going to use this, but I'm going to size it up. That looks very piratey. I'm going to do maybe a 1.2 for that. Let's have a little look-ski. Oh, yes, that's the ticket. That's the ticket back there. Beautiful. Now, they're going to need music, aren't they? So I think an upright old piano would be the way to go. Maybe even the one from the Horse Ranch pack, or we could use the other one because it's got stickers and stuff on it. Oh yeah, I prefer that one. That one there looks a little bit more community vibe, and I'm going to put it right in front of the window like that. Yeah, so that kind of gets, that can be wheeled around on stage as well, which is really good. But for now, we're going to put it over there. Beautiful job. Right, so pirate, come on, get the pirate juices flowing. That if only, you know where I was going with that. Let's start off first with some what's it called? Get famous, yes, that one. I was like, what was that bloody pack called again? The one with all the disgusting swatches? And it was that. Right, let's pull out some piratey looking things. These can be sized down. We'll pull these out. What would you look like up here? Would you just really look weird? Yeah, we don't need you. A definite campfire. That would be a vibe. Oh, some of these. We can make it look like a bit of a ship moment. Oh, yes. Ship. Speaking of ships. Oh, bloody hell. What about if we sized this down? And had like a little mini replica of a ship somewhere. Maybe that could work. We'll keep it out just for now. Cannons. definitely. They're all made out of paper mache, by the way. You don't need to worry. A well. A well. Pop that in. Oh, sometimes I worry about myself. And others, I don't care. You just got to continue on. If you're the one to laugh at your own jokes, then so be it, my loves. You know? Okay, yeah, we've got all of that. So now we got to figure out what's the story here. Well, pirates have landed, and the pirates have penis sands, and the sands have begun to diminish and make way to a... I have no idea. We're not doing that. I'm going to use this at the front here as a kind of like, yeah, this kind of brings a little bit of the shippy kind of look. This all takes place on a ship. Let's say that. These are all ship's windows. I think what I'm going to do is use this and plonk this on here as well. I'll also size that up too. So we've got no need for a well or a campfire, really, have we? No, we don't. So let's get the ship's wheel here first, like so. And let's get the mast. Is that what it's called? Mast, I'm sure it is, yes. Let's put them, can I put the mast on top of here without it cutting into the rafters above? No, not really. Is that the original size to it? I think it is, isn't it? Right, I've sized it to a 0.32. Now, if my memory serves me correctly, there is an actual, like, ship front. Yes, this one. Or back. Oh, God. Or is that the back? Oh, it's the back. Oh, there's the front. Oh, so it comes in both of them. Oh. I mean, that doesn't fill me with joy. What about if I used it up on the stage here? Let's get you into there. Get rid of you for now. Right. Okay. This is going to have to be very small. And the shadow's kind of overtaken it. But let's lift it up anyway. I think we can do something there. We're going to get rid of that well. I am going to move the ship's wheel there. What would you be able to see this from the... Yeah, you'd be able to see that. Oh, easily. Oh, easily. With that being said, then, I'm going to move you. And I am going to move this now. It is going to be moved out the way of the window. But what I'm going to do here is bring in some kind of divider just to hide the piano away. Something oldie-worldy looking. I think this would probably be the way to go. Not in that colour. I think that could work. Let's put it like there. Move it in. So that kind of hides the piano from the audience, and yet you can still hear it. Stunning. And I'm going to put the... Oh, no, don't do that. Stop it. Oh, it's because it's on a platform. I'm going to have to lift it up, aren't I? That's fine. If I can get you around... Don't start lifting up now. Thank you. Yes, to there. To you. Maybe with these... I know I put them down here. But what I could do now is lift them up to here. Just so it gives that feeling of a boat. A ship. Why have they gone really dark for? Is it because of the shadow of the ship? I think it is. Yeah, they're not working because of the lighting. Never mind. I'd prefer to keep the ship up there anyway. It's got more pizzazz. This is the wrong wood tone. Do you come in a darker wood? You do? Yes. Lovely. We'll have a couple of you either side. Paper mache, of course. These fire out onto the audience and the audience shits themselves. Let's start putting out some stage markers as well. So I think this would be a good spot for like a couples scene or something like that. That would be great. I've put one right in front of the ship's wheel too. Just for a little bit of drama on that side. And maybe a little bit of drama by the canyons. You know, there's bound to be some drama there. And then at the back here, maybe just some oldie-worldy paintings would bring that feeling to life of it being kind of on board ship. You know? If I did that... Oh, yes. We can size it down. Or flop. No, I think you need to be sized down again, my love. Do a bit of a gallery wall with also these ones. Oh, that could work. Let's get you into there like that. Yes. With some kind of desk scene here. I can see a desk scene coming on. I don't know why, but it's just popped in my head. It has to be quite a low level desk though for people to be able to see. Oh yeah, that's a bit high. The lower the better. Let's do this one. Yeah, that's the ticket. I can flop you into there. Couple scenes going to go on there now, right by the stairs. And then we've got another scene here with the captain where he spots penises. Sorry, penis sounds. Yeah, I think that would be a good vibe. Lovely job. We'll go for this chair. Pop you into there like that. That is the moment. And I think gold on top of here. Do we have gold? Let's get some out from Debug as well if there's any. Oh, look. A plethora, my darlings. An absolute plethora. Where are the gold bars? There they are. Counting the loot. What do they call it? Booty? It is pirate's booty, isn't it? I'm sure it is. With some treasures. Let's pop the treasures and face the treasures out towards the audience. Oh, yes. And I'm sure we have got a treasure chest. I think that might have been from Island Living, actually. Have I spelled treasure wrong here? There we go. Treasure. Treasure. Oh, here she is, look. And maybe this can be an audience participation thing where they get them to come up and open the treasure chest. And a big dildo pops out. We'll go in with that. Let's get a treasure map in there too, like that. Oh, that's a good vibe. You know, we're bringing a story to life. I can't believe this is all made out of paper mache. They are very talented. Yes, they are indeed. Very talented. Do we want some special effect stuff? Nah, this isn't like a full theatre. It's a village hall, so let's just rein it in, Aiden. Rein it in, please. But I think that would work quite nicely. I would love some curtains. I would love to pretend that they've got like a drapey curtain they can drag along. This is probably going to get rid of like 10 wallpapers and stairs and stuff, but we can figure that all out afterwards. It's fine. Let's get some curtains in. There goes my platform wallpapers. Yeah, I think these curtains here, even though they've got lights on them, I can like flop you up to that height. Do the same on that side, please. Oh, that is going to cover a lot of things though. Ooh, these ones might work out a little bit better. Yeah, let's do these. Let's get rid of you. Pop you up here. Just on the edges too, so they could, it just looks like they could be, I don't know what you would call it. You know, when they wheel the curtain in. Reel the curtain in. One of them. Let's try that. Let me see. Are you going to be on the ceiling? That's the... Oh, yes, that's it. That's what I wanted. Let's get rid of these walls. Everything's taken about 9 years to delete because we've got so much detail on this lot. Oh, that's it. That's the tickly breast. It really is. Is this the one that I used? I think it was. And I think we went for this colour, wasn't it? Can I? There we are. There we are. And they should be able to walk through those curtains anyway. Should be fine. Let's get another one there. Are things going to delete? No. Okay. Thank you. I thought everything was going to delete then. That's it. Yes. Okay. Beautiful job. Gorgeous. And I think what I'm going to put here is a little kiosk. I wasn't thinking of this. What was I thinking of? Podium. Podium? Why did I go with kiosk? No idea. Let's get this one in. Just so this looks like this could be somewhere where you can take tickets and stuff. And even move this up to like talk. Maybe we'll pretend that it's on wheels or something. And they can move that up. But this is where you come in, pay for your ticket, and then go and sit down. Oh, I'm into that idea. Yes. Very nice indeed. Right, there's not much we can do out in this hallway here. So I'm not going to do much at all. But store cupboard, as I've said, more chairs. I'm going to just stack loads of these on top of each other. Just by lifting them up dragging them forward slightly. And then that always looks like they're kind of stacked. We'll do maybe 4 on each side, maybe. Another one there. 1, 2, 3. Is that the same height? Nope, that's fine. Another one there. And then 1, 2, 3 here. Okay. There we are. Oh, that one's a bit high. Let's just do 3 on this side. Beautiful. Yeah, lovely. A whiteboard. Let's bring the whiteboard here, you know, in case of classes or stuff they want to use. Will that be able to get through that door? Probably not, no. But we're just going to pretend that it does. Shush. I'm going to pop that to there. Oh, move you into there a little bit. This would probably be somewhere where they would do scouts as well, wouldn't it? So let's do... Oh, haven't we already done somewhere where scouts... Oh, yeah, it's back at the church, isn't it? It's at this main church. We did a scout board in that in there. Yeah, I'm not going to do a scout board for this one here then. Let me see what else I can figure out what to put in the store cupboard. Poker nights. That's what I've decided is going to be the activity that they do too. So I'm going to bring out a few of these poker tables. Ah, would it be nice if I could have had 4, really? I'm going to stack one. Doing it. Absolutely doing it. Can't stop me. Who are you, my mum? No, you're not. I'm going to plop one on top of there. Is it floating? No, it's not. Beautiful job. Poker nights go down in here. And I can imagine it being an absolute hoot. So, that's where I'm going to leave it today. I am. I think we've done really well with how the village hall looks. Yeah, I'm into that. I think that's going to be a nice little space for everybody. Beautiful job. So tomorrow, well, in a minute for me, we're going to be getting on with this. And I do think I am going to swap over. This is going to be the office now. Kind of area where all the village hall operations come from. And we're going to do this as the kitchen. I'm going to reduce this in size. It's a bit too big. And maybe change the shape of the office too. And we're going to do a little canteen area here. Just so they've got somewhere to come in and eat and stuff. I just think that would be a good vibe. A good vibe all round. But there we go. Thank you so much for watching this today, my darlings. Leave me some lovely comments down below. And I'll be back tomorrow with the final part of the village hall. Goodbye.